Now, police do admit that they are not ruling out anyone as a suspect in this case, and sources tell us as of right now, Simpson is the center of this investigation. His attorney arrived here at the house this morning and left after about 20 minutes. Autopsies are set for today on the bodies of Nicole Simpson and her acquaintance, Ronald Goldman. O.J., meantime, remains here in seclusion at his home. His lawyer says he is devastated by what has happened, and he had absolutely nothing to do with it. He was on a business trip to Chicago when the murders took place.
5 and the 91 freeway. One thing we have been noticing, again, it's a very slow pursuit, followed by numerous highway patrol vehicles, but because of the intensity, it seems like people have heard about what's going on. At this point, we can only pray that they'll be able to pull this off in a safe measure.
Well, it is now official. No more regular season, no extended version of the playoffs, and for the first time since 1904, no World Series, Brendan.
It's not pretty. Yogi Berra said it ain't over till it's over. He was talking about the 73 Mets. Now Yogi could say this one's definitely over. The World Series has been played on in the midst of 2 world wars, in the midst of the Depression era, but now in 1994, in the midst of the greed era in Major League Baseball. No World Series. No more baseball this year.
Another 3, way short. That's it. Macumbo embraces the ball, and the unlikely upset, one of the great upsets in NBA playoff history.
Time running out on the New York Knicks. The Houston Rockets are the 1993-94 NBA champions.
In Atlanta in 1994. Congratulations, Dallas. Buffalo, there are no words. First time that Aikman's gone down in the game, sacked by the press.
We have at last achieved our political emancipation. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination.
In the pines, will the sun don't ever shine, I would shiver the whole night. All I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. I heard you crying loud all the way across town. You've been searching for that someone that is me out on the crowd. As you sit around feeling sorry for yourself, well, don't get lonely now, and try your white eyes. Say it ain't so. Your talk is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. My love is a life taker. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign, life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign, no one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. But where do you belong?
Hey folks, CrazyClimber80 here again, and this time we're going to look at my 20 from 1994 series. Welcome! And we're going to start off with game number 20, of course, And this is a shooting gallery type of game created by Namco, and it is the first in a long series. It is called Point Blank. And it's very cutesy, very funny, and at times very difficult. And you can play 2-player simultaneous play if you like. Yeah, it's a light gun type of game. Player 1 has the red gun and player 2 has the blue gun. But I'm going to play almost exclusively solo in this game. But there are various tests that you have to go through, or various challenges or stages or whatever. And there will be various targets that go by on the screen that you have to take out within a certain amount of time, and sometimes you have a certain amount of bullets. Usually your bullets are unlimited, which is great. Unfortunately, you don't have rapid fire. See, here are some of the stages. There are a ton of different stages. Some of the stages will repeat, but they'll have stricter time limits, or there will be a lot more enemies, or sometimes there will be a bomb with a skull on it that appears on the screen. If you shoot that, you will use 1 heart off of your life meter. If you lose an event, you will also lose a heart off your life meter. If you shoot a target that you're not supposed to, then you may lose a heart off your life meter. Bandicam sometimes had a little bit of a fit, I think, with recording. If I record off of MAME, I have to use Bandicam to squish the size of the file down. Otherwise, it can't fit on YouTube. But yeah, there's various different challenges. Very cutesy sound effects. Intense gameplay. Sometimes there will be a couple characters. There is a Dr. Dan and a Dr. Dawn, and player 1 or player 2 will have to protect them. And I remember seeing one of these in the arcades, I believe. This might have kind of given rise to the bar video games, little games that you could play in bars. Not arcade games, but they were like on little game monitors or something that could sit on a bar or something. They were smaller than arcade machines, and a lot of them were target type of games like this. But there were a number of other games in this series. I don't remember how many, probably like 3 or 4 or something. But there are different difficulty ranks, and we are going to start with the easiest, and that is training, and there are only 4 stages in this. So yeah, do not shoot that bomb, or you will eventually lose a heart off of your life meter. Only after the stage has ended. And there, I completed the quota necessary. And you will get points for your accuracy, how many targets you nabbed, etc. And here's a task where you have to shoot the numbers 1 to 16 within the time limit. And again, usually you will get infinite bullets. But do not make a mistake on this one. Do not shoot out of sequence, or it will count as a fail. Yeah, there are 4 stages for the training mode. There is also a beginner mode, and there are 16 stages. Expert mode also has 16 stages, and very hard has 16. And in this scene, try to prevent the piranhas from reaching Dr. Dan. Player 1 has to prevent Dr. Dan from getting hurt, and player 2 has to prevent Dr. Dawn from getting hurt. If the piranhas bite the doctor, I think he just drops down a little bit. And if he drops off the vine, he's dead. They don't show like a graphic death for the doctors. they just freak out. And here you have to shoot 12 skeletons or more within the time limit, which is 20. The game will always tell you what your time limit is and how many targets you have to shoot before the time is up. Right before the stage begins. I think I saw this at this or one of the games in the series, probably this one, at I think the Oregon Coast. They still have that same arcade. It's a big arcade. Probably mostly redemption machines now. But I have defeated the training mode, and you will get a grade based on how well you did. And or here it just has other comments. I think there's sort of a semi-grade that the other modes will give you. You can choose very hard to begin with if you like, but trust me, it is very, very hard. This game is difficult, period. Even in the beginner stage, there are some that I just can't frickin' do. For the beginner mode. Yeah, you'll usually get unlimited bullets. But if there's a finite, I think it should be pronounced finite, amount of bullets allowed, and you run out, then that's basically it. You've quite possibly failed. There's a few. Ooh, I just barely made that one. There's a few challenges or stages or whatever where you can only be allowed one bullet. We'll look at those a little bit later. Yeah, I've never been particularly wonderful at light gun type of games. I remember when I first got failed. I remember when I first got the zapper for the NES. I couldn't get anywhere with that. I was like, I swear I hit that damn thing and it's not registering. I hate the ninja ones. I'm no good at those. But you can fail. You can fail as long as you have hearts left, and it'll count as you having played that stage. You won't have to repeat it. And if you run out of hearts, you will have to spend a continue, and it is just 1 credit per continue. Or to start. Yeah, I can't quite do the ninja one. Oh well. Later on, I put on a cheat that gave me infinite hearts. And this one is you have to shoot the meteors or meteorites before they reach the Earth. There is some English in this game. It's cute. I like it. You will see the Earth burn if you let the meteorites land, and you will have failed the stage. And again, do not hit those bombs. It won't count against you until the stage is over. And for each bomb that you hit, you will lose 1 life marker or 1 heart off your life meter. If you take one of the, if you take beginner, expert, or very hard mode, and here you only get 1 shot and you have to hit a UFO, you will get 10 seconds. And this is very easy. They hover in the same place. Stop it, Bandicam. Annoying. That was a lot of points for that. What was I going to get to? Oh yeah, here's a very hard one, and you can sometimes have to play very hard stages in beginner, expert, or very hard is all very hard ones. And I don't like this one. It doesn't count if you shoot the parachute. You have to hit the target. Keep that in mind. But if you take beginner, expert, or very hard modes, you will get a bonus stage after completing half of the stages. And that bonus stage allows you to get an extra heart or extra coins or both. And you have to shoot a treasure chest as it sinks. And there are like 4 treasure chests. One of them gives you nothing, which sucks. And here are criminals that'll appear that you have to shoot. And here they pop out of windows. Sometimes there will be innocent victim or innocent bystander cardboard cutouts that pop up on this or other stages, and you don't want to shoot them either. They'll take off a heart icon from your life meter if after the stage is over if you hit one. Ooh, barely met that quota. And you notice that you get a flag in the color of the player that completed that stage. Like I said, you can play 2 players simultaneous play, and we'll look at that later. This stage is difficult. You have to hit all those flaming torches that pop up, and they'll try to land on Dr. Dan here and burn him, and that's what happens. And yeah, if he dies, it's an instant loss. I don't know if he dies. He probably just got burned and freaked out. If player 2 played, we're just gonna scoot forward and look at the bonus stage here. If player 2 played and they completed a stage, you would see a blue flag on there. And here's one of the chests. That gives you coins, and that's 10,000 points worth. And here's another chest that will shoot. Of course, if you don't shoot any of them within the time limit, then you get nothing. And here's a heart that we got. And again, there is another chest that gives you both a heart and the coins. Not that one. That gave you nothing. Big fat hairy nothing. And here is the coins and the heart. Yay! And this is the same bonus stage that you will get for all the different difficulty settings, other than, of course, training, which doesn't have one. Here's another one bullet, one chance, and you have to hit this leaf as it floats downward. Sorry, I'm eating a meat stick in your ear. It's in the discount section at the store that I go to. Pretty good. Well, I hope you had a great weekend. And here's another one where there's a bunch of like Dr. Dan or Dr. Don type of guys that you want to drop into that lifeboat or life raft, and you need to get X amount of them into that raft. I well exceeded the quota for once. Yeah, I'm not particularly good at this. I like the scaling of the words very hard when you select a very hard setting. Yeah, you do not want to hit the wrong color. See, red is my color, and I need to hit those targets. If I hit the blue one, that counts as a lost life heart at the end of the stage. Or a bomb. Whoops. Well, barely made that. You can still beat a stage, but you could still lose a heart because you hit a bomb or something that you weren't supposed to. It's the very hard skeleton target practice. I like the sound effects and the music sometimes. Don't hit those bombs unless you got plenty of hearts to spare. This is an appropriate segment here because it's almost Halloween. I have to work Halloween. I won't get back until way after the trick-or-treaters would be gone. And it doesn't matter. I never get trick-or-treaters these days. I don't care. And it was kind of fun back in the day. I had some good costumes that I put on. And here, just try to hit as many bottles as you can in the time limit, and yay! Just barely met the quota. Yeah, if you play two-player simultaneous play, you may both share the target range area, or each of you might have a particular target just suited for one for player 1 and one for player 2. This game is also known as Gun Bullet. I guess it's originally supposed to have been called Gun Bullet in Japan. Forgot to mention that. And again, if you screw up, if you shoot numbers in the wrong sequence, then you're screwed. And you can see that there's like a highest score for a particular stage record, and you can try to beat that. And there's the jumping octopuses, or octopi again. Yeah, some of the stages will repeat, but the criteria will be different. And there might be more bombs appearing, or targets that you aren't supposed to hit, that you'll get penalized for if you do. And once you beat all the stages of beginner, expert, or very hard, you will get one last stage, and it's a bonus stage. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do, but you'll get extra points if you hit as many targets as you can within 5 seconds, and you have unlimited shots. And each target shot will fire off fireworks. And note we have soldiers in red and blue. And if you play two-player simultaneous play, that's the color of the respective player, player 1 or player 2. And you try to compete to get the better score, more targets hit when you're playing simultaneous play. And that includes that final stage there with the fireworks. And yeah, you get sort of a semi-grade. Well done. Well, thank you. I don't know why they say you almost completed the beginner stage, because I did, even though I biffed a number of the stages or events or whatever. I like this, that it sort of treats the even just the initial selection screen as a stage. You have 10 seconds and unlimited bullets to put in your initials. It's kind of cool. And we're going to go ahead and look at the expert stage now. And here are some of the first stages you can select from. Each time you play, I think they shuffle around all the events so they can be completely different. We're just going to look at snippets of the different stages. We're not going to completely play them through. Another very hard one. Yeah, they get super, super, super hard by this point. And the birds in this stage just pop out super fast, and I'm not nearly quick enough. So in order to avoid complete embarrassment, I'm just going to just show snippets of these different stages. Of the stages that I show in this video, there might be other ones that I did not come across. Leave a comment in the comments section to tell me what ones you remember seeing that I didn't come across. And this has the gangsters that failed. Blah, that appear in this hotel lobby and a bar. And this time you have to shoot cans as they flash. And you'll see that little light appear above each can. And you have to shoot all these balls. You have unlimited shots, but you have a very short amount of time to take them all out. I can't beat this either. I think we saw this in the track mode. Yeah. Hot lava shooting out of volcanoes, trying to fry Dr. Dan. It says Dr. Dan and Dr. Dawn, but it's only going to show both characters if you played Player 1 and Player 2 simultaneous play. And I hate the ninja stages. They may be basically the same type of characters as earlier stages, but they might be in a different layout or setting. So like the ninjas might later appear in like a courtyard or something. And here's that same treasure chest bonus stage that you're going to see halfway through every difficulty setting apart from training. And again, training only has 4 stages, and it doesn't have a bonus stage or a final stage at the castle where you shoot off fireworks. Very grim, very hard. But yeah, this game does not screw around with the difficulty apart from the training stage. But yeah, you'll see a flag with an X if you failed a stage. But just remember, you don't have to retake it, even if you failed. As long as you have hearts, you can keep going. And here you just shoot the piranha as they swim by. This one I kind of like. You try to shoot the center, the very center of the target for the most points. And just hit it with as many bullets as you can. I just barely failed that one. Actually, I think I got that confused with a different stage that I liked that has it, that you try to shoot it in the center. Is that Ms. Pac-Man or is that a fish? Could be either one, but you have to try to hit all those parts of it in time, and I couldn't do it. And here's another skeleton shooting range, or target practice, or whatever. Well, target practice type of video games are certainly not new at this point. There were a number of them back in the early years of video games in black and white. And this reminds me of Space Harrier, the dragon coming at you and trying to shoot his head. Like I said, there may be a completely different sequence of the stages next time you play. Ones that you might have played on a different difficulty will be easier. Oh, I like this one. Will be easier on the earlier or the training stage or whatever. Yeah, I tried to shoot that blinking part on the cow. And I did it. You don't score a ton in this game, but shooting as many targets as you can on the last stage can help. Shoot the targets and watch the fireworks. This is a cute game. Let's see, what did I get? 8 targets? Yep. We now return to the wonderful world of Disney. Either that or hum the Love American Style theme. And that was Expert. And in a little bit, we'll look at all the stages or that appeared in this video for the very hard setting. And beginner and expert and very hard have 16 stages. And again, halfway through them, and with expert and very hard, you get credits at the end. Halfway through them, you will get a bonus stage, and at the end, you will get a last stage. Yeah, share your memories of 1994 if you have any. Yeah, and again, I like this, that you get it treats your initial selection screen like an actual stage, and you shoot the letters. Yeah, you can only put in 3. The course that the computer chose was simply called Namco, apparently. And here are the stages for very hard difficulty, and they are all very hard. No joke. There's the torches again. I'm trying to burn Dr. Dan here. Yeah, each stage will be labeled very hard in this difficulty, and the ninjas will, no joke, be incredibly hard. And yeah, here they're in like a courtyard or just outside of a palace. Yeah, I'm no good at the ninja one. I'm no good at most of these. And here is that target again. Oh, yeah, I made it. I used to go to a shooting range with my friend. He was a big-time gun aficionado. He even had a Tommy gun. He had a lot of stuff. He liked cleaning and maintaining his guns, shooting them every so often. If someone wants to have guns like that, then whatever. I think they should have the right, as long as they mostly just use it for recreational purposes, only to defend themselves if somebody breaks in or something. I shot off some. I think he had a 45, and boy, that had a kick. I kind of enjoyed going to the shooting range with him. He's long dead. Another octopi stage. It's just so grim. Very hard. Yeah, I hope you had a good weekend. I did. I had a great day in terms of football. My team won, and they got all sorts of help to boost their standings in their division. Another shoot the criminals type of stage, but it takes place out in the street. And here's another bonus stage. Yeah, it's always the same. It's always sinking treasure chests. You only get one bullet, so shoot the one that you hope has got a heart in it, and or coins. Man, you gotta shoot a lot of birds in this one. I'm not nearly good enough on this. The one at the bottom right, we saw an apple on top of a guy's head, and that is one bullet one. You only get one shot. There's the meteorites falling to Earth. Yeah, if you miss, then the Earth starts to burn. Nope, I let the Earth blow up. You can select these stages in whatever order you want. I'm always just going like top left, bottom left, upper right, bottom right. Doesn't matter. Now we have bouncing targets, but again, don't shoot the wrong color. If you are player 1, you have to shoot the red targets, and if you are player 2, you have to shoot the blue targets. Here is the apple one. And that's actually a pretty easy one, and you have a lot of time to just shoot that one apple. I don't know if there's an animation of him freaking out if you shoot him instead of the apple. And yeah, you see the lights moving up, and once they reach the top, then the target will pop out of there. Or the bomb. And more bottles that we have to take out as quickly as we can. Yeah, we're just gonna see. Sometimes we'll see me complete a stage, and sometimes we'll just see snippets of it. Depends on, perhaps on how poorly I did. Boy, you don't get a lot of time on that one. Jeez. Yeah, this one's a pain. You have to shoot the target that they show that you have to shoot. See at the top center. And when you shoot the right one, you'll see a circle, which means good, you got the right one. But once you get all those stages in very hard, it's the same last stage at the castle where you try to shoot off fireworks by hitting the targets. Again, look for how many bullets it says that you get for the stage and how much time you get. And yeah, the bonus stage is completely optional, and the final stage is completely optional. I mean, you can just choose not to partake, and there's no penalty. But that is Point Blank, and it is also known as Gun Bullet, and it is by Namco in 1994, the first game in a series of games. Nice job. Yeah, you would get a better grade or critique if you didn't lose as many events as I did. See, it's basically saying, look how badly you fucked up. Yeah, there's one that I won. And again, you'll see the color of the color of the flag is the color of the pistol that you used for player 1 or player 2. And again, we get to put in our initials. Share your memories of 1994. Maybe I said that already in the comments below. What were you doing? Were you even born yet? I was doing a custodial job for a department store, and we'll see a little bit of 1 and 2 player play. If a second player joins in, say you have been challenged, and they joined in on the last, or the last stage. We'll see a little bit more of one player and two player. And yeah, you try to get the most targets in a stage. So I'm gonna unravel a little bit more of this beef stick package. Been a long time since I had a beef steak or beef jerky. My mom used to make beef jerky, kind of like it teriyaki flavored. And player 2 actually got a better grade than I did. They only played that one stage there. The grade doesn't really matter. I don't think. And we'll play again together. I think the apple stage, or no, we're gonna play the bottle stage here, just to show what it looks like if one player succeeds and the other player fails, or maybe if both players fail. I used to drink, a little bit. Go to the bar on weekends. I just don't drink anymore. I just don't have much interest. Sometimes a beer in the hot tub. And we ran out of bullets. We only had one for the apple stage. But again, that was Point Blank by Namco. And here's one of the stages that we didn't get to yet. I played through again and I saw this stage. I was like, oh cool, you got to destroy a car. Or put 60 bullets into it within the time limit. I just barely made it. And another one involves trying to shoot 3 balls with one shot, and it'll go through all of them, but you have to time it just right. And I didn't. Oops. Well, that was Point Blank by Namco in 1994, game number 20 in our 20 from 1994 series. Well, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join me soon for game number 19. Y'all take it easy, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye, folks.